Well, hello, Play Cousins. It is Auntie Michelle, and you are here today for another week of Black Book Joy. Now, listen, when you look around this week, it probably looks a little bit different than when you've seen me before. Last week, I think you saw me with an umbrella, and my background was like a mustardy yellow. So I've taken most of the Black Book Joy shows from there, but today I wanted to mix it up a little bit. Plus, today, when I woke up this morning, there was snow on the ground. I don't know about where you live, but if you had snow on the ground in the end of April almost, you were probably as shocked as I was. So, in this room, unlike the room that I'm usually taping Black Book Joy in, there is my own personal heater. And Auntie Michelle loves her own personal heater. And so today I have the room with the heater on, so my toes are nice and warm and cozy as we read a story today. And I'm so excited because today's topic is about the environment. The environment. When I talked about being in a different place, I talked about being in a different environment. That's a big word. Environment. Environment. Wow, 4 syllables in environment. That's a pretty big word. So, who out there knows what environment means? Let me give you a hint. Hmm. Hmm. If you say that the environment are all the things that surround you at any given time, then you're correct. It's the things that are real and the things that are not real. It's all of the things that surround us at any time. That is our environment. So in past weeks, I came to you from an environment where there was an orange wall behind me. This week, I'm coming from an environment where there's a toasty heater in the room. So today on Black Book Joy, we're going to be reading and learning more about the environment. We're also going to be reading and learning more about energy. Energy. How many of you know what energy is? Energy is the things that we have that can change us or move us in some kind of way. It's the power that comes from being able to change or move something. Like the energy we show when we flip the light switch and the lights come on, or the energy that I show when I'm talking to my friends who are my play cousins with Black Book Joy. I've got a lot of energy, power to change something or to move something, as opposed to if I was just sitting here like this and I was trying to read the book, you would say, oh my goodness, she has no energy. So we have to use energy when we talk about the environment. When we walk into a room, sometimes we say, ooh, I don't know how the energy feels in this room, in this environment. Is it positive? Is it high energy? Is it low energy? So, energy is something else we're going to be talking about. And last but not least, we're going to be talking about renewable and recyclable. Renewables and recyclables. And when we read our book, we're going to learn the definition of those. So, sit back, get real comfortable for Auntie Michelle on Black Book Joy as we read today's book, Save the Ocean. Save the Ocean. And you can see from the pictures some of the characters and some of the people in our environment, the places and the people and the things in our environment. Save the Ocean. It was written and illustrated. Oh, I love that. When you can write and draw, by Bethany Stahl. Bethany Stahl. There's even a picture of her in our book, I think. It was written in 2019. Wow. Here's our first page. Somewhere in the ocean, surrounded by a sea of beautiful creatures, lives Kaleisha, a brilliant young mermaid. Can you find Kaleisha? She lives in the ocean. I see Kaleisha. One day, Agwe swam by Kaleisha's coral home on his way to find a delicious meal of jellyfish, Agwe's favorite. Can I come with you today? Kaleisha asked, hoping she could see more of the reef with her good friends who was almost 100 years old. Wow. Wow. Agwe was almost 100 years old. Of course you can come, Kaleisha. Grab onto my shell and let's go. Agwe laughed as he swam forward with the current of the ocean. Oh, look! I see some jellies over there, Kaleisha exclaimed as she pointed to a group of jellyfish. With a big smile, Agwe headed toward the jellies, eating so many like they were candy. Oh my goodness, look at Agwe eating all those jellies. Jellyfish, and Kalisha's just looking. Her eyes get real big. I like that too. You can tell she's got a lot of energy. Kalisha noticed something was wrong with Agwe. He kept coughing on one of the jellyfish he ate and was trying to spit it back out. Kalisha rushed to grab the jelly and pull it out of Agwe's mouth. This isn't a jelly, Kalisha said, looking towards the group of jellyfish. Uh-oh, Agwe was choking, and Kalisha was concerned. She said, "That's not a jelly." Kalisha now realized that most of what she thought was jellyfish were just plastic bags, which ended up in the ocean, but they look like jellyfish. Oh my goodness. Look at all that. Can you see that? She said, I thought they were jellyfish, but they're bags. Oh, Agwe, this is terrible. How do we clean up our oceans? Do you have any idea? Kalisha asked the land people. She's asking you. How do we clean up our ocean so we don't have all those bags in it? Look at Kalisha. She's got the big eyes, the energy. How are we going to do it? Reduce, reuse, recycle. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Maybe that's what the land people said. Those are great ideas. Together, we can help other land people recycle and teach everyone to use reusable bags instead of plastic. Reusable, that's a word that we get to use just like renewable. We get to use those over and over again. Then turtles like Agwe won't accidentally eat trash anymore, Kalisha explained. We don't want our friends to eat trash. That's like gross. Will you promise to recycle your plastic as much as you can? We can also use reusable shopping bags as much as possible. Together, we can reduce the trash in our ocean so we can all enjoy a cleaner earth, Kalisha said. Oh my goodness, Kalisha's smart. She's thinking about the earth and the environment that we live in, and she's thinking how she can use her energy to reduce, recycle, and reuse. Soon there were so many land people who were helping recycle their trash and protect the ocean that it became clean again. I love my jellies, Agwe said. And I love you, Kalisha replied. Thank you for protecting our home, exclaimed Kalisha and Agwe. Oh, when people are nice to you, you should always say thank you. The end. Save the ocean. Save the ocean. And Kalisha and Agwe gave us an example today in their book of how we can save the ocean. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. I love those three words. Reduce. Just don't use so much of anything. You don't need so much. Reuse. Use that bag again and again and again. Recycle. Something that may be trash to one person may not be trash to another. And today, for our craft, we get to recycle. So this morning for breakfast, I made an egg sandwich and I used the last egg. But when I used the last egg, I had a whole carton left. So I had two choices. I could throw the carton away, or I could recycle it and do something different with my carton. So, one of the things that I love to do in the summer is work outside in the yard. How many of you like to do that? Well, today I brought my egg carton without any eggs in it, and I thought we would make a little bug, a little bee to go in my garden. You might want to make one to go in yours too. To do our project today, we need an egg carton, some glue, some pipe cleaners, scissors, and I still had some googly eyes left over. Today we're going to make a bee that we can use in our garden. To start with, we're going to cut out 2 pieces of the egg carton. 2 pieces of the egg carton. I cut straight up. Now look, I'm going to come on this side. Straight up. And then I'm going to cut straight across. And with that, I now have 2 pieces of an egg carton that I can recycle and do something cool with. So for my 2 pieces, I'm actually going to make a bee. But I don't need this little square part at the bottom. So I'm even going to cut that off. And make the edges nice and round all the way around. Yep, there we go. Now you can see I've got my body of my bee. And so you may be saying, okay, well, what comes next? Well, of course, googly eyes. Of course, googly eyes. I need 2 googly eyes. 1, 2. All right, now if you remember when we bought those googly eyes several weeks ago, I told you you can get these at the Dollar Tree or Family Dollar for $1, and they'll last forever. So today I'm going to glue my googly eyes on my bee. And to do that, in the past I've used, how many of you remember when I used the Q-tip? Well, guess what? Auntie Michelle hadn't been to the grocery, so I don't have any Q-tips. So I'm going to use one of my pipe cleaners, and I'm going to stick it down into my glue. I'm going to get some glue on there, and I'm going to put it on the back of my googly eye. See? Just like so. A good dab. Then I'm going to put my googly eye on my bee. Uh-oh, can you see that? I want to make sure you can see. All this light sometimes makes it hard. And now I'm going to take my other googly eye. I'm going to press just a little bit so it stays. And I'm going to put some more glue on this one. Glue, googly eye, meet, googly eye, glue, meet, googly eye. I think that would be hard to say fast 5 times. Glue, meet, googly eye, glue, meet. Yeah, see, I got it out one good time. How many times can you say it? Oh, cool. Look. We've got a bee with eyes. Now, if you know about a bee, it has what? It has what? 2 what? 2 antennas coming out of its head. So, I want my bee to have 2 antennas coming out its head. And I'm going to choose a purple pipe cleaner. that's going to be just a little bit shorter. So I fold it in half. Oh, my googly eyes. Then I'm going to cut it about here. Pipe cleaners can sometimes be hard. And the goal is to take the pipe cleaners through the bottom and out through the top very carefully so that you don't break your bee. Oh, I see where it came out. That was different than I thought. But okay. Fit it. Ooh, yes. And I pull it through. I'm liking it so far. Yes, there's my antennas. And because it's a pipe cleaner, I can twist those any way I want. And I just want to twist them around. And I'm not done yet. The next thing I want to do is I want to put a little bow on my back of my bee. Why? Because I want to. And because art is all about what you want and how you see it in your mind. And I like bows. So even though well, it all depends on who you ask about how they think my bows turn out. Now, my little girl, who's not a little girl, she might say, "Oh, your bows are okay." But then other people might say, "Oh, your bows need some help." So you decide. You make your bows the way you want to make your bows. I want to make mine. I'm almost there. Oh, yes. That's a good looking bow. Oh, see, look at that. I think that's a great bow. And now I'm going to put the bow right down the middle. Uh-oh. It may help this time if I take my scissors and kind of start it out. That way, it can just slide right in. There's the bow on my bee. And with this, I'm just going to fold it under and hide it a little bit because I don't need it to be out. Yes, I'm making a craft with a recyclable egg carton. The only thing I need to do next is I have, because it's yellow, I want to make some red lines some black lines like a bee. Watch my black line. Oh yeah. It's kind of tricky, especially when you're trying to hold it so that you guys can see. I just don't want it to touch my other one so it looks like real stripes. I think I'm doing okay. Do you think I'm doing okay, you guys? I can't hear your energy. The environment around here is pretty quiet except for my heater. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Do you see my bee now? Does it start coming together? Put another line up here. Oh yeah, I like that a lot. And a bee just has to have a smile. I think bees just need smiles. And because it's a bee and I want it, mine is going to have eyelashes. 3 little eyelashes. There you have it. Buzz the bee, recycled from an egg carton, just like Kaleisha told us to do in our book, Save the Ocean. That was so simple. I think I'm going to make some more. I hope you make some more with your leftovers. Don't throw them away. Do something with it. Recycle it. Have some fun. I'm Auntie Michelle. It's been a great week on Black Book Joy. I hope you love the book and I hope you love the craft. And until next week, be good. Love you.